Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. Today is the day that myself, Gigi, and Marisa are going on the T train. And for those of you who don't know what it is, there's a railroad here in Chattanooga that does train rides, all kinds of train rides. And they recently added a tea ride and train where you can sip tea and have some cake, sandwiches, biscuits, and go on an hour-long train ride, but it's an hour one way and an hour back, so it's really 2 hours. But they call it an hour, which I don't understand, but that's a different subject. So I'm going to put some light makeup on, and I'm waiting for the girls to come because we're going to carpool from my house because it's the closest one. And hopefully we have a great day. By the way, if anybody else is going to go on this train, book your tickets ahead of time. We've been trying for a very long time to go, and we ended up having to buy tickets for like 2 or 3 months ahead of time, which is today, but we bought them like 2 or 3 months ago because it went out that fast. So just a heads up. We're here.
She got her camera. I'm just cold, period.
This way.
I hope this is good. Better be for the money of the paper.
I agree. Excited? How are you feeling? Oh, we got our own table. That's fancy. Wow.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, how are you? I'm Marissa.
We got something here. We got something there. We got something here. Special today. Look at this cute little cup. It looks like a Chinese garden. She just got a floral. How is that? She didn't crackers and cheese. Marissa's got a plain cup.
It's 12:30 is the train. So, feels good in the sun.
I know as I'm sitting in it.
Wow, all the pollution.
You're sending in the call. You're sending in the call. I gotta give Bridget. This is so pretty.
Bridget Hamill next to us now.
To the back?
No, see right here.
Where? Where?
Right here.
Here? Here? because they're gonna do the turntable. So this is the car next to me. This is the toilet. There's those engines, 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to take our engine and flip it around. What is that?
It's a 14
Everybody left.
14-day trip along the national parks.
2 weeks. And there it goes. And now we're leaving. See, this is how. That looks really good. Going back to the train station. And all we can see is trees. Look at this mess.
Does Zach have afternoon plans for you? No. You can walk.
Shall we? And so we leave. It's because we don't have where to go. We go home and back. There's another engine over there. So overall, even though we were really excited about the whole T-Train experience, and we are very thankful for the experience, we were quite disappointed. There's a few things that did not line up, and the first is that it's being advertised as a T-Train. So it makes you think that you were on a train sipping tea and eating cake while you're riding the train. And that was not the case at all, as you saw in the video. We actually went upstairs at the depot to a room that was decorated very beautifully. And that's where we had the tea and whatnot. But that was a problem with its own. Because when we first ordered the tickets, we actually didn't order them online. We went to the railroad because it's not too far away to order them. And we made sure they knew that all three of us had dietary restrictions. 2 of us were gluten-free and all 3 of us were vegetarian. And for some reason that got lost in translation, and there was like corned beef sandwiches with chicken tortilla soup and a chicken salad and a crab dip, and that was just not going to work for us with our dietary restrictions. And when we actually said something to the staff, because every table had a waitress, that they told us that everything was prepared ahead of time, and so we were getting quite frustrated because that was just a waste of our time and money when we tell you about something like that, and then on the day of, somehow that just gets tossed out the window. So that was kind of disappointing. And then the other part that was disappointing was the train itself was not an hour long, so there's also misinterpretation of that. It was, the whole experience was about 2 hours, so about an hour on the upstairs room with the tea and whatnot, and an hour on the actual train. So it was really like a 20-25 minute drive one way and 20-25 minute drive the other way, which was also a little bit disappointing because it was quite an expensive experience and it was not great. And like I said, not dishing anybody, I know a lot of people had a great time over there. We loved the experience, but those little details were very disappointing of how it was put out there. So anyways, if you go yourself, do let me know, but just a heads up that you're not actually having tea on the train, and the train is not an hour long. But if anybody else tried it or will try it, let me know about your experience. And at the end of the day, I am very thankful for the experience. It was a nice day that I could spend with the girls and not really worry about everything else. And that's just that. We'll see you next time. Have a blessed day.